Ohayo, konnichiwa, konbanwa. Hi everyone, welcome back to JFTN, Japan Fishing Tackle News. Today, we would like to apologize and provide some clarification about the details of the Saltiga 2025 that we recently shared. The issue is about the oscillation system used in the Saltiga 2025, called the Roller Power Oscillation. In our previous video, we introduced this as a brand new original system developed by DAIWA. However, as pointed out in the comments on that video, this system was actually used in the Saltiga 2015. Honestly, there is very little official information available now, but it seems that back then it was implemented under the name Silent Oscillation. We only started closely analyzing real mechanisms around 2018, so we were not fully aware of the systems used before that time. This led us to incorrectly present the information, and for that, we sincerely apologize. So, we decided to check various schematics of past reels to find out when and which models used the roller oscillation system. In the comments, it was pointed out that this system was used in Saltiga reels between 2010 and 2015. So we started by reviewing the Saltiga series. The very first Saltiga model was the Saltiga Z, released in 2001. Let's take a look at the Z4500 model from that series. Please look at this part. As you can see, the roller oscillation system was already being used in this 2001 model. This reel was designed with the concept of being tough, durable, and reliable. So durable, it wouldn't need a model change for 10 years. This system was already part of that design. To our knowledge, no other brand, including Shimano, has used a system with rollers like this. So, it seems to be DAIWA's unique oscillation system. Later, in 2006, the Saltiga game was released as a slightly smaller reel. However, this model used a pillar oscillation system. For many years, DAIWA used the roller oscillation system for their large saltwater spinning reels, while smaller models were equipped with the pillar oscillation system. The Saltiga game, being a smaller model, was based on that smaller system. The first major renewal came with the Saltiga 2010. Starting from this model, the system was designed with one roller at the top of the shaft and two rollers at the bottom, just like the current system. From what we can see, it appears identical to the roller power oscillation system used now. The second renewal was the Saltiga 2015. This design is probably the one that feels most familiar to fans of the classic Saltiga Blue. Looking at the schematics of this model, the structure around this area hasn't changed much. The oscillation system still uses three rollers, one at the top and two at the bottom. However, if you look at the parts list, you'll notice that these rollers are listed as part of the main shaft. This makes it unclear what kind of rollers are used, whether they are ball bearings or bush rollers. Additionally, the rollers are marked as repair-only parts. This means they aren't sold separately, so if they ever need replacement, you'd need to send the reel to DAIWA for servicing. Next, let's take a look at the Saltiga BJ, which was released in 2017 as a spin-off model. Interestingly, this medium-class reel seems to have been designed for Bay Area fishing, now commonly referred to as inshore game fishing in Japan. Like the Saltiga game, it uses the pillar oscillation system. Looking at the body, it appears to feature a monocoque body. It's likely that the Caldea HD was the first to adopt this body design, which was then used in this mid-sized Saltiga model. Now, on to the current Saltiga 2020. This is the only large-sized Saltiga to use the pillar oscillation system. However, its structure includes more parts than usual. For example, part 76, the oscillating slider collar seems to use a low-friction material inserted inside the metal. It's secured by part 75, a screw. This is somewhat similar to Shimano's low-friction bushings used in their Infinity Drive. This structure isn't found in smaller reels with the pillar oscillation system. Finally, in the upcoming Saltiga 2025, the roller oscillation system will make a comeback under the name Roller Power Oscillation. From the images available, it seems that the lower rollers use ball bearings, while the upper roller appears to have a plastic collar wrapped with a rubber band. This brings up an interesting question. Why was the roller oscillation system discontinued in the 2020 model, and why is it being brought back in the 2025 model? The best way to find out is to ask DAIWA directly. However, my guess is that there may have been some issues with the roller oscillation system used up until 2015, and solving these issues likely took a long time. Recently, I had the chance to use the Saltiga 2015 for some top game fishing. Unfortunately, while there were follows and bites, I couldn't land any fish. However, even while casting heavy lures and performing tough jerking methods, I didn't notice any issues with the 10-year-old model. A friend of mine even caught a kingfish over 10 kilograms on this Saltiga not long ago. This makes me even more curious about why the roller oscillation system was removed in the 2020 model. Now, let's take a look at other models. First up is the pinnacle of small spinning reels, the Exist. Let's start with the first Exist, the 2005 model. As I mentioned earlier, the pillar oscillation system is used in small spinning reels. However, to keep the reel lightweight, the Exist only uses a single pillar, unlike the Shimano Stella, which uses two. There have been several derivative models, but today we'll focus on the major renewal models. Let's check out the 2012 model. As expected, it still uses the same single pillar oscillation system. However, this Exist also has an oscillating post collar, similar to the Saltiga 2020. This collar helps minimize friction between the pillars. Next, we have the Exist 2015. This model has a sleek black base color. Let's look at the schematics. Once again, the pillar oscillation system is used and the collar is still in place. There aren't any major changes. Now, moving on to the familiar Exist 2018 model. This one still uses the pillar oscillation system, but the oscillating post collar has been removed. Instead, it now has the oscillating post W part and an O-ring. The W might stand for washer, suggesting that something has been added to reduce friction with the pillar. Finally, let's look at the current Exist 2022 model. As you can see, the price is much higher now. Again, the oscillating post collar has been removed, and this time there's no washer, just the O-ring. The area around the pillar has become much simpler. This may be due to the weight reduction efforts that have been a challenge for the Exist series. Next, let's look at DAIWA's large reels, starting with the Catalina. The first model was released in 2007. As expected, the roller oscillation system is used in large reels. The design is similar to the first Saltiga, with only one roller at both the top and bottom of the shaft. Now, let's move on to the updated model, the Catalina 2012. This model, like the Saltiga 2010 that was released earlier, has one roller at the top and two rollers at the bottom, just like the roller oscillation system. Some changes were made to reduce costs, but overall, it is similar in structure to the Saltiga 2010. Next, we have the final Catalina model, the Catalina 2016. This model was likely developed based on the Saltiga 2015, as it also features the roller oscillation system and the design is almost the same. Moving on, we have the successor to the Catalina, the Certate SW 2021. This is quite a mystery. Why did DAIWA name it Certate SW, which is similar to Shimano's saltwater models? Here is the schematic. Just like the Saltiga 2020, this model has switched to the pillar oscillation system. The same type of oscillating slider collar is used. As was said about the Saltiga 2020 body plus Saltiga 2015 rotor, the base body is from the Saltiga 2020, and there are almost no differences. The change to pillar oscillation was definitely due to the changes in the Saltiga model. The Certate SW is likely positioned as a more affordable model compared to the Saltiga, and there is no reason for it not to be based on the current Saltiga. Next, let's look at the Certate, a small reel known for its toughness. The first Certate was released in 2004. It's interesting because we can't find much information on what it was based on. A notable feature is the reverse gear lever. The positioning of this reel is quite interesting. For the medium-sized 4000 model, which is equivalent to 6000 size in the LT series, it uses the roller oscillation system. However, unlike larger reels, it only has 2 rollers at the bottom and no roller at the top. From this, it seems the first Certate was designed as a small reel with the strength and toughness of larger reels. Let's also look at the smaller sizes of the 2004 model. Even the 2500 size has the roller oscillation system. The smallest 1500 size also uses this system. It seems that the Certate is the only reel of this size to feature the roller oscillation system. Interestingly, while the Theory, a fan favorite among DAIWA fans, uses the pillar oscillation system, the Certate continues to use the roller oscillation system. Skipping the derivative models, let's check the 2010 model. Sure enough, the Certate 2010 still features the roller oscillation system. This shows that the Certate occupies a special position in DAIWA's lineup. For some reason, a new model, the Certate 2013, was released. Again, it uses the roller oscillation system, and the core concept remains the same. In 2016, the Certate 2016 was released. This model came in 2 versions, the standard Certate and the Certate HD. The standard Certate still uses the roller oscillation system, but the body is now closer to a monocoque design with visible screws. The body is almost one piece, and the cover only serves to close it. The Certate HD uses a true monocoque body, with a one-piece body and a screw-in cover. What's interesting is that while the standard Certate uses the roller oscillation system, the HD model switched to the pillar oscillation system. Perhaps the roller oscillation system didn't fit well with the monocoque body design. Looking at all the previous models, we see that the older body types use the roller oscillation system, while the monocoque body models use the pillar oscillation system. The 2019 model, which became the base for the current Certate lineup, combines the monocoque body with the pillar oscillation system. This supports our earlier prediction. The latest model, the Certate 2024, also features the monocoque body and the pillar oscillation system. It was released as a tougher and stronger reel, but its design appears similar to the current Exist model. It feels like an Exist HD made stronger. Finally, here's the Certate SW 2024, a medium-sized saltwater model. The structure seems very similar to the standard Certate, but it feels like a stronger version of the Certate LT. By the way, the BG saltwater reel also uses the pillar oscillation system. This is just my guess, but I believe that the roller oscillation system is more expensive because the parts are more complex. Similarly, the budget-friendly Caldia SW saltwater reel also uses the pillar oscillation system. Of course, it doesn't have the special colors or bushes to make the oscillation smoother. Other budget-friendly jigging reels, like the Blast & Lexa spinning reel, also use the pillar oscillation system. From our research, we found out that DAIWA's unique roller oscillation system first appeared in the original Saltiga. We apologize for introducing it as a completely new system earlier, once again. We also realized that in reels like the Certate HD Saltiga and Certate SW, which use the monocoque body, the pillar oscillation system has been used instead. We'd love to ask DAIWA staff about this someday, but we think the reason is that it took some time to match the roller oscillation system with the monocoque body. We also think that the roller oscillation system was brought back as Roller Power Oscillation because the issues with it were fixed and DAIWA made it better. Maybe DAIWA sees a lot of benefits in the roller oscillation system. Even though the roller oscillation system has been revived, the new Saltiga 2025 looks very different from the 2020 model. When it's released, and in my hands, we'd like to compare it to the 2015 model. By the way, Shimano's new product release date has been set for January 10th. It's said to have a similar shape to the stellar SW, so we're excited to see it next year. We look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thank you for watching.